Yo, 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 you already know where you at. The realest station in Atlanta, in Albany, in Georgia. You already know how we get down. You already know what's going on. Right here with your favorite host, Sparko. You right here on the real 92.7. Real music, real talk, real radio, real talk. Not only is that it's also underrated stars. Don't forget about that. You already know how we get down. We finna go crazy. We got, like I said, man, we had a special guest right here. The youngest candidate ever for state representative. Young black activist. Only child, entrepreneur, Christian musician, former zookeeper, college scholar, Joshua Anthony. No cap. We got him right here. You know everybody get their applause. You already know what we're doing. Everybody get their applause, man. How you doing today, bro?
How you doing? How you doing? Feeling good?
Feeling amazing, bro. How are you, bro?
I'm excited. This is once in a lifetime opportunity. Can't do nothing different.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm glad to have you on the show, bro. Not even gonna lie to you. So tell me, why are you running for state representative? What are you gonna do for the community that's gonna change and make an impact?
This is my hometown. Born and raised on the east side. I seen what it looked like. I seen the worst. I know what it looked like when my mom decided not to eat so I could eat. I seen what that looked like. I was living that life. I was there when, people was walking people down in my, in my neighborhood. The violence was there. I was there for all of it.
That's crazy.
And so, we're in a space now where it's just like the only way that we can move forward is by actually having somebody that not only lived that life, but understands what it takes to not only represent the people of his own town, but understand how the requirements it takes to work with the people in the legislature as well. Because I got I have that experience too. I've been doing that since I was 14.
That's tough.
So that's my thing, is that I want to be able to represent my home in a way that nobody else has ever done, because we have had a lack of leadership. ASU students, specifically students, college students here, should be able to leave college and have a $15, $20, $25 paying job straight out of college. Because ASU is, realistically speaking, the identity of Albany is so intertwined with the identity of ASU that it should be synonymous. Just the students here alone can determine if the election wins or loses. That's how many y'all, that's how many people are here that can make an impact.
Okay.
So I want to make sure that I'm working not only for people in my community, but to feel, but to help students understand that, I'm here for them too, because y'all are a part of Albany. That's just what it is. The moment you touch down at Albany State, you want us. And so you should be treated as such, not as, a bargaining piece or just like an economic, chess piece. So that's something that was big on my mind.
Okay. So now we're talking about college students. We're talking about, getting out of school, $25. Not everybody really has the opportunity. A lot of people go home, don't have a job, things of that nature. That's crazy. As state representative, y'all, you have a lot of authoritative power that you can, try to send, good messages. The ones that we, as a young people, have a message for us. The ones that's the future leaders of us, of America. You know what I'm saying? Like, you not only are you going to be impacting Atlanta, once you do that, once you make a shift like that, bro, you making an impact everywhere. It's crazy. Like, now you starting off, now you want, as soon as you want to take over this, boom, now you good for us. So I like what you doing. That's tough. I ain't even gonna lie, that is tough. You got my vote, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Appreciate you, man. That means a lot.
I hope everybody here, know what I'm saying. He's a good individual. I just met you through mutuals. And she said you was a good guy, man. You was a good cat. She really gave me a good word, and she told me that you inquired about me also. And it's like it's only where I didn't know that this opportunity is so major. It's so crazy. Like, it's wild. I have the opportunity. I thank ASU for giving me this opportunity, this platform, to even let you even speak your piece on here, man. To be honest, I don't even know how many people listening right now, but it's wild though. It's on everybody's car though. You feel me?
Yeah.
Everybody got the station. Everybody got the job.
Sure.
And I ain't gonna lie, like, you is a way for my voice to be heard. You feel what I'm saying? Not even only my voice, the folks that I listen to that don't get heard. You feel me? Like, so, bro, you have so many things that you can, like, impact on the world, bro.
And I just appreciate you for having me on because, you know, what is it? It's like 8 p.m., dude.
Yeah, it
you
is.
know?
Yes.
So, like, you know, that was, you know, just, this is an opportunity. You know, I don't care if it's one person listening. If I can, you know, if I can talk to one person, I'm cool.
Yeah.
You know, as long as we get in the message and shoot, maybe, you know, this is a space where, you know, it's just a good space to be in. And it's like you don't really see this too often.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is an opportunity of a lifetime for me. Like, I'm excited.
No,
It's like,
yeah.
yo, no, this is cool.
Yeah. Oh God, oh
This is dope.
God, oh God. So going into more of the state representative things, you know, that's very adamant and very for the people. Explain to me what is your campaign like? What do you know when you get up there and you say, okay, yeah, vote for me? What do you tell the people?
It really boils down to two things, really. You know, we seen what everybody else has done. Ain't done nothing. Albany still got almost a 30% poverty rate. Albany State students are still leaving here at an unprecedented rate with no job once they graduate. You know, there's a few that have one, but many students don't have the opportunity, like you mentioned, that they go back home with no job.
Yeah.
You know, and it's time for something new. You can't expect something. You can't expect to do the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. That's called insanity. Ain't no part of that normal. If every time I turn around, there's another shooting, but we just keep having, you know, vigils and conversations. Conversations can only do so much. Put some pen to paper and write something. Like mentioning that, like, you know, I wrote my first bill the first 80-page bill at 19.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
19. How old are you right now?
21.
21. 19.
Yeah, I wasn't even old enough to drink, and I'm writing an 80-page bill that would have actively reduced the gun violence that we see every single day. And, you know, the only way that we can move forward, like I said, is if we do something different, and we have not done anything different. We're in the same space that we've been in 40 plus years ago. I wasn't even alive. I wasn't even thought of 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Most people on this campus wasn't thought about 40 years ago. And so we keep dealing with the same people expecting the same result, and then when we do that and we get the same result, we get upset. The only way that we can move forward is by trying something new. Somebody with a plan. And I have that. I've written out a 5-year plan. It took me months to write this plan out to perfection.
Dedication.
I appreciate you. But, you know, that's the thing, is that we have to have a space where people can actually grow together. And that's just what it is. You know, it's nothing to do in Albany. How do you expect people, you know, the violence to go down if there's nothing here for the kids to do? Ain't no program for the kids to go to after school. There's not many, I'll say that, because there are a few. But there's no...
They got like one YMCA down here.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, looking at, you know, though I like to mention Albany's not Atlanta, and Atlanta's not Albany, and Albany's not Savannah, and Savannah's not Albany. But if you're looking at the development of all these other cities, these cities got everything. They have the basis to actually have a cohesive society. And guess what? When you have the basis of economic society, a strong education, all this different stuff, you can start focusing on a lot of other things, a lot of social issues. But when you have people that can barely meet their personal needs, when they have to decide between making dinner and keeping the lights on, we in a position that we're losing. And we losing bad.
No cap, you are talking about the thing that we need to hear. That's exactly what we need to hear, bro. Like, it's crazy. I literally wake up, I hear people skirting off, bow, 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 bow. Like, bro, it really get wicked out here.
It
like,
really does.
It's crazy, and I go to your point when you say you know, Savannah and all the cities. It's crazy. You're not even just thinking about, you know what I'm saying, Auburn. You're thinking about everything. Right. You know what I'm saying? Your mind is expanded to so many highways that you can go Route 64 and I-85 at the same time. It's crazy. Like, that's hard, man. Like, bro, I applaud you on that, man. I think we need to press that button one more time. You feel me? I like that button.
That button cool. But yeah, man, like, you know, and, you know, I don't want to, you know, but one thing is like the things that I'm running on, like, they ain't like the most sexiest topics. Like, you know, they're not something they can just be like, oh, yeah, I like how that sound. Like, it can sound good, but the work that goes into it is something completely different.
Yeah, you getting down dirty.
Yeah, me telling you, I'm trying to get you $25 an hour starting pay. That's something like, oh yeah, he can do that next week. That's a lie.
Yeah.
Because you have to remember, like, the state legislature is like 236 people. You know, some in the Senate, and most of them in the House. And I have to deal with all these 236 personalities, also with their staff, the governor, his team, all these different people in order to get something done. That's a lot of stuff. You know, and like I said, like, it ain't the sexiest policies. When you're talking about education, you know, building up infrastructure, you know, economic development, all that. It ain't the most beautiful thing when you hear it.
Yeah.
But the fact is that that's what keeps everything going. Because every time there's an issue, what do we look at? The economy. You know, gas prices high.
Yeah.
Lights bill high. And you know, I done got to that age now where it's like I start cutting lights off when I leave the house. Like I don't leave lights on. I just cut stuff off. And so like there are people that are actively struggling to just get a basic meal.
Yeah.
And we got people that are profiting off of that, you know. And so like they keep upping prices. So like this is some things that we dealing with. You know, like I said, I ain't gonna try to bore y'all with the semantics of how deep this junk goes, but there's a space.
Yeah, this young man is very adamant about this. It's crazy. Like I see it in your eyes, twin. It's not like no BS. Like he's real deal talking to us, man. Like it's crazy. And I want to applaud you on that. Not only is he doing that, he also makes Christian music.
Yeah.
that is so wow. Cause I asked him, I was like, "Hey, bro, you a musician?" He said, "Nah." He said, well, I do got a Christian album coming out. I said, hold on, wait, you're not a musician, but you got a Christian album coming out. Like, that is amazing, bro. I seen the cover art. It is amazing. I hope you do well on that, bro. Also,
appreciate it.
You know, when you look at it, you know, the people, when they go run for your election, they're gonna look, oh, he makes music. Nah, bro, like it's something that's uplifting. It's not anything that's gonna, you know, tear it down. Like the music nowadays, no lie, it tear people down, but it also, you know, has a jumpy vibe. You know, that's what we want to hear, man. The industry is gonna do what the industry do, bro. It don't really matter. At the end of the day, the people gonna listen to whatever they want to.
Right.
And I really think that, you know what I'm saying, your thing gonna do well, because not only are you doing that, you also running for state representative, bro. It has some pizzazz to it, bro. That it's hard, bro. No cap.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it.
No lie, man. You welcome, bro. With that being said, you know, speaking about music, we gonna throw my little gospel song in there. Let's show you what's tapping. It's called Level Up, man. Here you go, bro.
10K. Said I couldn't do it by my being monster best. That's another level up.
I ain't gonna count the spin on that.
That's hard. I ain't gonna hold you. That's up.
You already know I got a special guest with me right here. He just sent me a song called Jesus Steppin' off the album. We gonna go ahead and give this a listen. We finna go crazy right here. Real 92.7, real music, real talk, real radio. Underrated stars. You already know where we at.
And now we stepping on them. Jesus loves you merch. You know me, that's what I'm repping on them. Working out with Jesus, now the youngin' keep on flexing on them. Demons losing money on the youngin', they be betting on them. Wait. Demons losing money on the youngin', now they betting on them.
Real 92.7, real music, real talk, real radio. And we here with Joshua Anthony. Tonight, we're doing big ones, big things, man. We got big steppers. You know, not only are we stepping, the Lord is stepping with us. You know, one step of us, you know, is 10 steps with Him. You already know how we get down over here. I really wish you well in this election, man.
I appreciate it. Really do wish you well. Probably mean a lot.
No problem, bro. Like this, that means something. That means something to me. Like I wish I could put my eyes in your head for a little minute, you know what I'm saying, while you running the election. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna be tired. I'm trying to tell you, you're gonna be tired.
That's tough, man, just getting up there. You know, I see it. I see it right now, bro. The youngest candidate ever. Ooh.
I will say a lot of heat come with that though, because I am the youngest, you know.
Yeah.
But that's where, you know, I feel like that shows the space of what we can do.
A lot of heat of it. I'm gonna be a little controversial. I'm gonna be a little devil advocate right quick.
Okay.
You know, music, Jesus Steppin'. I like the song. I love the song. The song hard. But, you know, they gonna try to make it something that it's not. When they come across that, how do you respond? As a young black going to higher power, how do you respond to that? Because you know they're gonna try to hit you.
God is in everything that I do. Every day I wake up, I talk to him. Every day I go to bed, I talk to him. Throughout the day, I talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and if you can't accept my relationship with God, then there might be a bigger problem.
Mm-hmm.
Because of me giving praise to God. You know, because if you look at the word, David, he danced with all his might. He got dirty with it too when he was dancing. You know, if you look at anybody in the Bible, you know, he got dirty with, you know, they got dirty with their praises. Didn't nobody get out the Bible unscathed. Everybody had to go through something. But those trials and tribulations, and me talking about God showing where he brought me from and where he's trying to take me, especially with this campaign, you know, helping my people, you know, if it's a problem with me showing my reverence to God, then we have a bigger problem in our society. And we, you know, that shows that we're in a, you know, we need to grow as a people. And I hope that I can use my position and my relationship with God as a way to bring that growth to my community.
I love it. I love it. I really do love it, bro. You have the image. That's when it comes down to it. You have the image, bro. Like, I love it for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget about the little ones, you know, when you blow up, man.
Man, listen, I'm gonna put it to you like this, you know, speak is just like I'm just kind of bring it like tighter in, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we got a lot of stuff going in Albany. We have a lot of potential, right? We got a river that cuts through the middle of our city. We got, like, I'll even tell you about this story right here, right? So, it was this girl. You know, I read to the students.
Hold on, let me sit up. Hold on.
Yeah, I read to, every month I go to Morningside Elementary. And 2 days out of the month, back to back, I go to read to the K through second graders.
Okay.
Kindergarten and first, second.
Tough.
And the first day I went, I walked in the classroom. I was like talking to the kindergartners. I'm like, hey, what do you want to be when you grow up? I got firefighter, police officer, you know, doctor, lawyer. Somebody said fire truck, just because they're kindergartners. You know, feel me? Like, you know, just because they're kindergartners. And so, but there was this one girl, and she was just like, I asked, what do you want to be? She said, I don't know. And that bothered me because it's like, when I was, you know, when me and my people, when we was young, we might have been outrageous with our answers. We might have said we wanted to own the planet, but we had some semblance of an idea. And so I asked her, I said, well, I didn't ask her. I said, we're going to figure it out, okay? And she was like, okay. And so we read the stories. They had a good time. We did a little dance, all that good stuff, you know, stuff that keep the kids happy. Came back the next day. She found me. She ran to me. Wasn't supposed to bolt from the line, hard-headed, but it's okay. It's the, you know, the fact of the matter is that she wanted to show what she learned. And this is what I want you to remember. This happened at like 11 in the morning. And then the next day came around. Talked to her. She ran up to me. She said, Mr. Joshua. I said, what's up? She was like, I know what I want to be when I grow up. And I was like, what do you want to be? She said, I want to be a dentist. And so my first thought in my mind is just like, this kid went home, thought about it, talked to her family, I'm sure, because that's just what kids do, mulled over that and came back. Our kids aren't the problem. We just have to put the people in perspective and in the position to actually help them move forward. And so next time I saw her over this last time, she was like, I don't want to be a dentist anymore. I want to be a fireman. I'm like, okay. But you know what this is showing me is that kids are able to move forward. Yeah. They're able to mold and adapt. And that's what we have to do for Albany. We lost out on I-75. We don't have that going through here. But guess what? We have a river.
Yeah.
We got 19. We got farmland, city, a river, multiple schools. We have all this stuff here. We have the potential of a lifetime, and we can use that to our benefit. That actually boosts Albany, actually boosts Southwest Georgia.
Yeah, I can you know, say something to that. They do. Albany is not the best. You know, like when we come down to Albany, man. I was just talking with my mentors and whatnot, and they were saying, yeah, Albany, yeah, man, it's small. It's small. They say it's smaller than Fort Valley type, something like that. You know, it was like, man, there's one street in Albany, man. Like literally, like it's literally like one street in Albany. Like, bro, everything really connect to everything down here, bro. Like, and it's so small, bro. It's like lost. It's like Pluto.
Right. But big game though. We have a museum. We have 2 museums: Civil Rights Museum, Art Museum. We have a zoo. We have Chi Hall. We have the aquarium. We have all this stuff here. Again, make mention, we have the capabilities. We just have to put stuff on the ground. Like I mentioned, I have a 5-year plan. we're gonna bring in broadband internet to actually, you know, and that was mentioned to me during a forum that I had like a week ago, and it was just like, so how do you bring work from home jobs here? Because we're in the age of internet, the age of technology.
Yeah.
Gotta have broadband. I'm sitting in the middle of the student center not too long ago, last Wednesday, and What's Up Wednesday, and it wasn't no service in the middle of a school, one of the most sought after schools in the state of Georgia, and there was no internet in dead center of the civic center.
That's
Make it make sense. And so we have to bring in that broadband internet so that I, you know, because again, we are in a space now where you can have a business degree and work from the crib.
Yeah.
We're in a space now where you can have, you know, you can be in medicine.
Yeah.
And work from the house, because we now, like I said, in a space where we have telemedicine, things of that nature, where people can actually be at the house and still working and be at full capacity. We got to bring that stuff in. We got to bring in, like Atlanta just made plans for a complex that's going to be built that's right by Mercedes-Benz.
Wow.
We have a civic center. We can remodel that. We have the funds. The money's here. It's just that we have to actually have the strength to make that decision. Yeah. Because you can, this is what I like to tell people. Albany's gotten accustomed to struggle. We've been living this way for so long that seeing the opportunity, seeing hope is very scary to a lot of us. Because the thing is, every time, bring it back to God, you find me anywhere in the Bible where anybody that grew didn't go through something.
Come on, talk about it.
So we have to go through we've already reached our limit for what we have seen in Albany. The only way that we can break past that is by going a new direction.
Come on.
By bringing in industry that actually brings in workforce programs that will actually not only create stronger people that work in the workforce, but create entrepreneurs.
Come on.
Cut the red tape on our small business, because guess what? Most students want to own businesses. That's just what it is. I own my business. I have my own clothing business that talks, you know, that's like in OG we trust, you know, that talks about in God that we trust. All of this good stuff. We have different businesses, but the fact of the matter is that we have to be on the ground zero. And I'll even go as far as saying this. I've worked with a lot of these people in the state legislature since I was about 16, like continuously. I know these people. I'm not saying that me and them are, you know, clicking tea and drinking coffee every morning.
Yeah.
But I've worked with a lot of these individuals. Mm-hmm. I worked with the Senate when they were passing the redistricting bill that hurt my city, that cut us out of Albany Tech. But I was there. I fought that. I was there when I was fighting the black book ban that they did so that they can hide our history. Come on.
You talking about you been active, y'all.
I was there. I was actively advocating for that stuff.
Come on.
Saying that we don't need to have a black book ban because black history is American history. That's just what it is. There's no more to that statement. But because I've had this conversation and I've been there with these people, they know what we have to do. And I stand 10 toes on bipartisanship. It's great to work across the aisle. But there is never a space where we have to bend on our morals in order to get something done. You can't find me one person in the United States, or you probably could. You can't find me one family in the United States that doesn't want to see a teacher get paid more.
That one I'm talking about. I was just about to talk about that. We goes to the element. Talk about it, man. What these teachers needed, man.
So my proposed plan is we have a starting pay of $65,000 for teachers across the board. This is what you start the moment you sign the papers. You start making $65,000.
How much they getting right now?
It depends depending on the state. I know in Mississippi, their starting pay is higher than Georgia's, and Mississippi is the poorest state in the United States. That's a problem.
That is a very big problem.
That we are not able to pay our teachers what they're doing, because the thing is, that you gotta remember this. I went to public school growing up, and I'm sure most people did.
Same. Here and there.
Exactly. Me too. You know, but. Teachers have to play. My mother was a teacher. My grandmother was a teacher. A lot of women in my family were teachers. You know, they have to play the role of mom, sometimes dad, therapist, chef, doctor. They have to do, you know, protector. They have all of these roles, but they, you know, and yet they're underappreciated and undervalued. And my thing is also this with the plan is that why have we not, and this is what's in my 5-year plan for education.
Yeah. Pushing
for, and every 2 years we have it's like a loan forgiveness program that every 2 years that you're in a public school system, you get your loans, you know, you get a percentage of your loans forgiven, your student loans.
As a teacher?
As a teacher.
Wow, that is so tough. Like, there's so many teachers that would love that.
And guess what that would do? People would actively look forward to being a teacher because they don't have to now, they have the support of the government, whether they should with their pay. They're able to actually focus on building a life and enjoying their job because they don't have to worry about making ends meet and taking care of 30 plus kids. And mentioning of 30 plus kids, shrinking classroom sizes. There is no way you can tell me that you can teach 30 kindergartners anything in a consistent way, because you're dealing with behavior, because they're kids.
Yeah.
Even in high school, half the kids just sit in their room on their phone anyway, because they don't have that true intimacy in respect to learning with their teacher. But if you cut that classroom size in half, guess what? The kid that was struggling now has an opportunity to excel, because he has an opportunity to work more closely and understand the issues that he has.
Yeah.
Because you can't find me one person on the planet that wants to fail. Who wants to say that they didn't succeed? I don't care how hard your life has been. At the end of the day, everybody wants to succeed, and we have to provide an opportunity for that, and we have not done so. So like I've told, I think I told them at the forum, I'm willing to play realtor, I'm willing to play teacher, principal. Put me where you need me so that we can actually make the machine work. We can't expect a city of over 76% African Americans to thrive if we're doing everything in our power to hold them back. These are my people. White, black, Hispanic, Asian alike. At the end of the day, we all live in this city. We all live in this state. And whatever happens in that capital, whatever happens in our local elections, determines how we live over the next couple years. That's just what it is. And so, like, on the education front, that's my plan.
Yeah.
Those are my major issues outside of obviously working on a curriculum that actually focuses on the students. Because not everybody wants to go to college. So guess what? Guess what we can do? Bring back vocational programs to the high schools. Bring back trade school programs to the high school, where they can learn how to be a mechanic.
Yeah.
How they can do plumbing.
Yeah.
Electric work. Because guess what? You can make a lot of money doing that stuff. But if college ain't for you, college ain't for you. So why would we put you in a position where you have to choose between going to college and working a job that's not going to support you the way that it should?
No, I want to say something to that.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, devil's advocate again. I'm
Alright, do your thing.
gonna be the person who's gonna, hit your butt.
Please do it.
So, what you gonna take out? The school?
We're not going to take out of the school.
Yeah. Or you just gonna leave science, math, ELA?
We have to keep the basics for sure.
You gotta keep those.
But my thing is this.
What, you taking out PE?
Now I want you to peep. I want you to check me out on this. The vocational programs. Because we understand Albany has an extremely high crime rate. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
Big reasons because kids have nothing to do. After school, all these small businesses here that are built off of those trade schools, that are built off of trade, internships, every single one of them. That's the program. After school, you ain't got time to be in the street. You know why? Because you're going to make this money and you working. You learning how to do this.
Yeah.
You getting the credentials. So as soon as you get out of college, you have that credentials. Guess what? You can go work or start your own. You don't have the time to be in the field making mistakes because you don't have things to do.
Yeah.
You making money, you got priorities, you got goals. Because the moment you start seeing success, you go for it.
Okay, so what do you do for the ones that I don't care? That's how they is. That's their attitude. I don't care. I'm on the streets, home. I'm on the streets. What you do with them? How do you handle that situation? How do you clean the streets?
Right. So this is where that boils down to as well. Not everything can be done through legislation, and I want that to be understood. I want to be an active participant in my community. I don't want to just write a bill and be gone. I want y'all to see me.
Okay.
So my thing is this: we got to bring back the community. We got to bring back a sense of each other. You know why the civil rights movement worked so well? Because everybody had a role. Wasn't nobody in the streets. You had folks in the church, and if you wasn't in the church, you was doing some in the community. You have to provide a sense of unity, and we have lost that in this weird chase of individualism. You can be yourself, but also promote your people. You can support one another, and also be unique. Yeah. But we have to get back to that point where we have to understand where we stand as respects to our roles. Because for me, I might not be able to sing. That's not one of my gifts. But guess what? The same dude that you just said, it's like, I don't care, I'm gonna be in these streets. He might be one of the greatest singers in the world. But you won't never know that till you get him in the community. So, for example, I went on the South Side recently. This is a perfect tie-in. I was talking to him, they were just like, you know what, Joshua, nobody ever comes out to talk to us. We begin the process of letting our people down, feeling like they don't have a choice but to do this. You have to go get them. Yeah. And you got to keep going to get them. Because you find me, and again, I like to bring it back to God every time. No matter how many times I've messed up, for some strange reason, he still got my back. We have to have our people's back. The internet give you this weird perception of our people, but we got to have our people back. That's it. We got to go look for them. We got to go get them.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be hard sometimes.
No cap.
No, in no way or fashion, I'm not going to sit here and be like, my man, it's going to be easy. You're going to just set up a little event, get some food, and we're going to be cool. No, man, that's not how this works.
I love
Anything,
food,
but everybody loves food, brother. That's how they look. That's how we get them. That's how we start, But that's what we got to do. We got to go get them. We got to go into where they are.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's going to be hard. It's going to be like, no. But guess what? When you have that consistent support that's actively saying, yo, I want to help, you're going to come to your senses at some point.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. People don't like the struggle. And it's stupid. That's no one likes to struggle.
Nah, I hate it.
Exactly.
That's my fear. That's my fear. Like, always growing up, I was like, man, I don't want to fail.
Right.
I don't want to be broke.
I don't want to be broke.
Come on, like, why do you want to be on the streets? Like, I know some that may be in people's journeys to be on the streets. It's okay, but there's always a bounce back. Look at Steve Harvey. I don't care if his story fake or not. it's still good. You know what I'm saying? So I respect that. I respect his grind. I respect your grind. It's unbeatable, bro. I believe you got a lot of people vote, especially I want to say graduates of college, because I'm in the sticky place right now too. I have the option to either graduate in the fall or graduate in the spring. The world is on BS.
Absolutely.
Always. And right now I'm protected. I'm away from the world. I ain't gotta pay nothing right now. It's good over here.
Right.
But I want to get out into the world, man. Man, I feel like there's my calling. There's more people, more smiles I gotta see, more tears I gotta go through, and people seeing. I feel like, bro, when I come through the door, it's I bring an experience with me, man. It's a movie every time I walk through the door. So I'm just like, bro, what would life look like, man? And it's crazy because I'm not ready for it, and I don't know how jobs gonna be, and I don't know how, things gonna go. My mind be racing. Like, you can see it on my face, man. I'm walking down the hallway I'm thinking, bro, like, bro, on God, I can't think, man. And you listening to you, man, I feel like we got good faith. We got good faith. Just walk in faith, man.
You gotta try it, man. I think and I just talked to my mama about this. You just gotta go for it. You don't get no points in heaven for holding back.
Yeah.
Because my thought is this. I heard this, and it stuck with me for a minute. Imagine you go to heaven, right?
Yeah.
Preferably everybody make it through the gates, right? You gotta be realistic. You make it to heaven, and God show you what you could have been. He showed you what your peak would have looked like. You doing a lot, But instead, and like I'm saying, like, I know the comfort of being here is great. Like, I jumped off the porch figuratively, because I realized the street life not for Joshua. But I jumped off the porch in a way so early that I'm in a space now. It's like either I drown or I win. It's two options, and I can't see myself losing with everything God done brought me through. And so, like, for you saying, you thinking about all this stuff, dog, you got a lot going. You have a lot of stuff going for you. Just like a whole bunch of other college students on this campus and across the state.
Thank you, bro.
You just gotta go for it. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a lot of ups. It's gonna be a lot of downs. There's gonna be some days when you don't want to leave your room. There's gonna be some days when you look at your phone ringing and you just don't answer. I done that like 4-5 times. But the only way forward is by taking that step. And that's what I really want to bring to the people, not just today, but moving forward. Once we win this election, is that I want to see us take that step forward. It ain't gonna be an overnight thing.
Nah.
But it's gonna get done. And that's been my campaign, so it can be done. The only way that we can do that, though, is if we get through it. Like, if you look at my sign, like, I have a lot of signs across the city. Okay. It's a verse under the crown. It says 15:3, John 15:3. And it talks about pretty much you have been, because of the words I have spoken unto you, you've been clean. So God got you.
Yeah.
You just got to take that step. And whatever happens, just got to walk on that.
Got to walk on it. No cap. You have to walk on it. And I love that about you, man. You, man of God, you thinking about us, thinking about the community, thinking about it's bigger than you, you know what I'm saying? You go out your way to do a whole lot a whole lot, man. I really do love that for you, bro. Real 92.7, real music, real talk, real radio. I'm still with Joshua Anthony today. And we want to talk about some stuff, man. We really do want to continue on the topic. He running for state representative, youngest candidate ever. I want to talk about more jobs, I am coming out of college and I do want a job, man. I do want a job. So what is that looking at for you? Like, how do you see that in your eyes?
I know, like I mentioned before, respects to bringing in broadband internet on a global, on a citywide scale. A big part of that for me would be having outro programs. Obviously as soon as we finish up colleges, we start looking for jobs, but actually figure out a way to actually work with our colleges to assist students with finding, I would say, streamline their access into jobs.
I ain't even gonna cap, cuz. For real. No lie. Come over here and say that, though. Like, take the headphone on, come over here, because the mic not working over there.
That's
cool.
cool.
I want you to say that right here, for real. Just, this is how, hey, man, sometimes the things stop working for some reason, and we got to get a better setup, man. It's all good. But say that one more time, man. Economic development. How do you see that in your eyes?
Absolutely. So I can hear myself now.
Yeah, I'm like, hold on, bro.
But yeah, it boils down to me for specifically like our college students is working with our college institutions by actually assisting or writing a bill that would assist with the rollout program in respects to getting college students what they need. So assisting with the streamlining of connecting them with businesses at a higher level with more success at a quicker rate is a big thing for me, is actually creating a bill that would require, and not even in some aspect, but in a lot of our aspects of, having the youth a part, specifically our people coming out of college, so that they can build that experience, so they can be a part of the system that they need to be in so that they can grow. It's a really big thing for me. Along with that, it's actually assisting with our small businesses, helping specifically our young people. Okay. If you're in high school, have a program assisting, writing a bill that would a program that would assist our high schools with their businesses, that would assist our college students with their businesses, actually helping prop it up in a way, not to where they are, I would say, coasting, but in a way that provides them with extra exposure, working with larger companies, working with different corporations, and actually learning more, not just having a program or some one-off event every 12 months, but having that consistency behind you throughout your career of you building your business, because the business is tough. It's gonna take time. Yeah. So the way that we make it work for us is by providing that consistent backing, and grounding those businesses within our communities, so that we can be better for it.
Okay. I'm liking that vibe. I'm liking what I'm hearing. It's very. What's the word, man? I like it, bro. Like, that's what that's my vote, man. You feel me? Like, right. It's enough things that you can do out here in the world, and not only if you bring more awareness and more jobs to the college students, the young adults of the future, will really have somewhere to go and some future to look towards. Because I know we see a lot of online social media content. Right. A lot of people want to go in that avenue, right. Not knowing where to find the money, right. Not knowing a lot of young adults are trying to find their way, and that you are the road that will connect us to finding our way. And not only that, we can also bring a power in once we find our way, because we as a young people, I'm speaking for Gen Z and all of us, we want to see better for the world. We tired of listening about the past. Right. We don't want to hear none of that. We want to move forward, man. When we talk about seeing black excellence, that's what we all want to do. We want to see, like, there's a statistic that says that there are a lot of millionaires now than there was 10, 15 years ago. And that comes with, just finding the money. Don't gatekeep the money, right. it's very powerful that you can do that, man. You have a lot of the votes. You're getting there. I believe you. I believe in you. You have more power and a lot of things that you can do, man. What else you want to say to the people to get them to secure them and have them have security in you, to trust and believe in you that you gonna take us on the right road?
Absolutely. So this is, I guess, my fading piece is that it's gonna boil down to this. My website is IamJoshuaAnthony.com. Read about it. See what the plan is. It's a 5-year plan. If you go look at it, it's like 20-something plus pages. It's a lot. But the fact of the matter is, I want y'all to know that we do have a plan. One that actually builds in a way that's healthy for not just you personally, but as a community. To actually build Albany into a place where people actually want to be there. Where we're no longer looked at as a space where it's just dangerous or we're poor. But a place where college students can thrive, where mothers and children can go look on the riverbank, on the Flint River and have fun, have stuff to do on the bank. Have a space where our churches and our community members are actually intersected in a way that we've never seen before. That's what we need to be doing. It can be done. It's possible. It's just a matter of us putting our feet to the fire and taking that walk. And I hope that you take that walk with me. Election day is on May 21st. But early voting is on April 22nd through May 17th. Albany State has one of the, if not the, sole opportunity here to change the course of an election. With the student body here alone, you guys can change whatever you want in this city by simply voting. Now, if you want to know how you can register to vote in this city, because I'm sure a lot of you all live on campus, you can go to my website, and all the information's on there. You just got to click to register to vote in the city of Albany. And as soon as April 22nd or April 27th, 29th hits, go to the polls. I believe y'all have a on-campus precinct on election day. But also, it's downtown in the Candy Room. All that stuff on the Candy Room, all that stuff is on my website. But at the end of the day, like I said, the goal is always to build for tomorrow and for today. The past is a good representation of where we've been and what we've gone through. We've seen what hasn't worked and we've seen what has worked. The only way that we can actually push ourselves in a way that's actually commendable, so we don't have to worry about utilities being unnecessarily high, a place where we don't have to worry about our kids and our brothers and sisters eating because we have to pay for something. We don't have to worry about us trying to figure out where we're going to get our job from because we have somebody in a position that's going to actually push us in a healthy way. And I want you all to hold me accountable. This is not a seat where I just sit in the ivory tower and I run away when things get tough. But when the going gets tough, I don't want to use that corny line like the tough get going. I don't want to do that. But when things get hard, I want to be in the mix on the ground with you all, trying to figure out what we can do moving forward. That's the point of the 5-year plan. It's that there are going to be hard times. I have to deal with over 200 personalities once we get to the office. But with those personalities comes opportunity. Because if we can agree on one thing, we can change the world. I appreciate y'all, ASU. Hope I get y'all support in this upcoming election. I love y'all. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Right here on the Real 92.7, real music, real talk, real radio. If you want to have more of Joshua Anthony on here, get him to that state representative, man. That's where we going with this, man. We're going crazy, big things. Let's make our mark. Let's make our mark. This is the sign right here. Up next we got Lord Give Me a Sign, DMX. Let's do it.
The last time we talked, the walk has been hard. Now I know you haven't left me, but I feel like I'm alone. I'm up